Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to call to order today's IDA meeting, Town of Hempstead. Would everybody please stand and join me in the pledge? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, first item on the agenda before we move into any new business. We have a presentation by Barclay Damon, which was tabled from May.
Hello, can you hear me? Is that on?
It is on, it's just the volume isn't up.
Hello?
I think you fixed it. All right, he fixed it, he turned the volume up.
Okay, great. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the IDA board. I'll go quick since the fan's off. Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Melissa Bennett. I'm a partner and practice area chair of the public finance practice area at Barclay Damon. We submitted some qualifications to you in April. We represent industrial development agencies and local development corporations across New York State, including two here on Long Island, Suffolk County IDA and Babylon IDA. And so we're heavily involved in IDA projects, not just the projects themselves, but really moving projects along from start to finish. We work with applicants to make sure that the applications are in a form that's appropriate for you to be reviewing and approving. We ask the questions that you'll need to know the answers to in order to approve a project. We thoroughly document the projects in the formats that are required by the ABO and the general municipal law to comply with all of the many requirements that IDAs face. And we also assist in a variety of other related items where we help with seeker review when needed and other real estate and land use issues. We also provide general legal advice, including compliance advice and other questions as they arise related to ABO pronouncements and other items. We prepare, whatever resolutions that the IDA needs, and we are very familiar with all of the public authorities laws and general municipal laws that govern the IDAs. We represent about 10 IDAs across New York State, and we also serve as bond counsel when an IDA is issuing bonds, and we've got a very strong 103 tax lawyer who's the person who makes sure that everything's in compliance for the IRS rules related to tax-exempt bond issuances. Does anyone have any questions?
I have no questions.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Short and sweet.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Okay, I'd like to open up the floor to any public quorum. I don't see anybody in the public that would like to speak on any of the agenda items. First item, Village of Freeport. Time extension for 159 Han Street, an extension for sales tax, and the completion date.
Good morning, I'm John Gordon from Forcelli, Deegan, Tirana, and Uniondale, here on behalf of 159 Hans Development LLC, Natural Foods, Inc. This was a project which closed in February of 2023. It's a relocation of Natural Foods, Inc. To this facility for expansion. At the time of closing, it was anticipated that there would only be minor renovations needed in order to have it ready for the business to be able to move there, but it was determined that more substantial work would be needed, including replacing approximately 35% of the existing steel, raising the roof, installing new metal decking, electric plumbing, sprinkler system with fire alarm, and a new concrete slab in the building. So this resulted in additional planning, so that took more time. That delayed commencement of the work. In addition, the work's going to take longer to complete because it's a little more comprehensive. So originally, it was all set to expire June 30th, and we're requesting an extension until April 30th of next year.
Any questions from the board?
I have a question for staff. Is the meter running on this project as far as, what's the implications for a delay till April 25? Okay, I have nothing further.
Do I have a motion?
So move.
Moved by the Reverend, I second. I'll take a vote. Mayor Kennedy? In favor. Ms. Taylor? In favor. Ms. Lancaster? And Mr. DeVella? In favor. Okay, Mr. Bedford? Aye. Mr. Gresh?
Aye.
Reverend Millet?
Aye.
Flo Girardi's an aye. Ms. Molitor?
Aye.
And Mr. Mikett?
Aye.
Well, ayes have it, all in favor. It's passed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, consideration for a tenant consent for Claire's Boutique for Valley Stream Green Acres Mall Valley Stream.
Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you. Is Claire here?
Valley Street, obviously, it's a very small, it's like a kiosk, full-timer, one part-timer, or one full-time, 3 part-timers per hour, and it's Claire's, is that what it's close? Accessories, what is accessories, I can tell like this.
All right, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Say, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, consideration of awarding New York State Department of Economic Development 2024 bond allocation to B2K Lynbrook, 8 Freer Street, Lynbrook. Nobody's here to talk on their account?
Oh, thank you. So we previously received an application for B2K, a senior housing facility, requesting to issue tax-exempt bonds. The town of Hempstead IDA has an existing allocation of a little bit over 16 million. They're looking for a total of 37 million in tax-exempt bond allocation. So the request before you is to assign your existing 16 million for this project, a little over 16 million, and the IDA has sent a letter to the Regional Council on Long Island requesting the remaining 22 million of volume cap from the state to be allocated for this project as well.
So they'd have 36 million?
Yeah, it's 37, not to exceed 37. So the numbers, just to make it clear, you have 16,398,501. And we've requested the remaining 20,601,499 from New York State. This does not bind the board to move forward with the project. There'll still be an authorizing resolution after the cost benefit has been done. This is just to allocate the volume cap and to codify the request that was made.
Resolution?
Correct, yes, this is just to allocate the volume cap.
So how does So if they already have, they have 16 million of the town IDA's money,
Yeah, the town, the.
which is
town-
guaranteed by,
Yeah, this is provided by New York State annually to each of the IDAs throughout New York State based on a population formula. So based on that, you get 16 million, or the number I said before, sorry, $16,398,501. Of that, if you don't use it, then you have to give it back to the state. They ask you if you're going to use it in September. And if you don't have a project committed, then they take it back. And then the state reallocates it to other projects throughout the state.
any questions? Okay, I'll make a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by the Reverend. All in favor, say aye.
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 Ayes have it. Thank you, Barry. Next item on the agenda, CEO report.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of percolating out there, no per se new projects. I don't think we discussed Avalon last month, one of our earlier projects. Perhaps we did preliminarily, but they are looking for an extension on their pilot, as well as a commitment to do additional rehab to the existing structures. That was really the only one that we received, had a long discussion on. There are a number of other projects that'll probably be on here for next month that we've had preliminary discussions with the applicants or applicants to be. Happy to answer any questions, obviously.
If there's no questions, I'll move on to the next. Consideration of a resolution for a health insurance buyback for Laura Tomeo.
So because the handbook wasn't adopted last month, and we don't have this listed in the existing reoccurring resolutions, this standalone resolution will need to be adopted to make the payout one time, because there will be a reoccurring expense resolution amendment to include the buyout payment to Laura upon presentation of existing insurance. So this will be a one-time thing for just this month, and then the handbook and the reoccurring expenses will cover the rest to cut the check.
And then to reiterate, so the buyback, she gets the buyback in accordance with the same way the town of Hempstead
Correct. Yep.
does for their,
Same formula,
so the same schedule, same
exact same
repayment
thing.
schedule. Okay.
And the
I
schedule
just
will
wanna
follow
make it
also
clear.
that of a negotiated contract.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
This is in accordance with what's in the handbook going forward, though, correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the same thing that's in the handbook going forward, correct.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll make a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gresh. All in favor, say aye.
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 Ayes have it. Next item, consideration of a resolution for attendance at the LIBDC Annual Conference, October 9th to 11th in Montauk.
The information is in your packet, and I would just recommend that if you are interested in going, that you just let us know as soon as possible, because they sent out an email saying that space fills up really quickly. So just let us know. It's a wonderful opportunity to meet with developers, other attorneys, other IDA board members from Long Island, and it's just a wonderful event overall.
And we've been doing it for at least the 8 years that I've been here. Any questions? Okay, I'll make a motion.
Second.
second by the Reverend. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next item, consideration of a resolution to execute an intermunicipal agreement with the Town of Hempstead Department of General Services and reimburse them for the cost of renovation of the old courtroom, 350 Front Street, Hempstead, which we are sitting in.
So all you need to do is look up and see that this site has been well-served by the contractors and town employees who have worked on it. Obviously, it's a magnificent room. We are lucky to have it and to use it. Pursuant to my handshake with the supervisor, we had committed well over a year and a half ago to use our resources to defray the cost for the town of Hempstead. As you see, the cost is $80,709.32. And pursuant to all of that, staff recommends that we adopt the payment for the work done.
Is that where you got the chair from?
Yeah, I got
The high back
chair.
leather?
Yeah, I was going to ask if it includes air conditioning services, or?
It does.
Not today, pal.
Yes. You should be here on Monday morning.
Thank you. No further questions.
I'll give you a cup of coffee and you'll enjoy the heat.
All right, I'll make a motion. Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Guess not, guess.
Here we go.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Move on to old business. Consideration of the personnel handbook as presented by the governance committee, table from May.
As you requested, I did remove references to the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, from the handbook. So those were the only changes that I got from everybody, so I've removed those and you're good to go.
Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bedford. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next item in the agenda, consideration of the trust account for post-retirement health insurance benefits, which was tabled from May, and now,
So we're gonna table this issue, just because we're exploring some other things in addition to this, and I was away last week, so I wasn't able to get to that. So, there are other considerations, and I know you just got it this morning, so I would like you to review it before we have like some extensive discussion about it. And I will let you know what my findings are for the other issues. Barry did an awesome job putting this all together.
yeah, that's what you want, no problem. All right, no questions on this item. I will move to table it. Second to table it?
Second.
By Mr. Bedford. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next item. Before we go on to the reading, I want to move into executive session. I'll make the motion. Anybody want to second it?
I requested a brief one. It does not concern any of those things. I wanted to, okay. Publicly I can do that or no?
Depends. Just you can answer.
To discuss a matter of contract.
It's employment.
Thank you, counsel.
Okay, I made the motion. Who seconded it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Do that to you. As long as I don't have to, that's all I care about. So, after
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to come out of executive session.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next item on the agenda, consideration and adoption of the minutes of May 21st, 2024.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we waive the reading of the previous minutes and adopt the minutes from May 21st, 2024.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Report of the treasurer, financial statement and expenditure list from May to June 11, 2024.
Thank you. Everything looks in place. Want to commend the staff once again for doing a great job, and that's it. Just doing a great job. Steady as she goes.
Committee updates, we had no committee meetings this month. When's it, next month we have committee meetings? No? See you in September. Executive session we had, I'll make a motion to adjourn today's meeting.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, meeting adjourned.
2 seconds.